Obviously, they take a lot of threes, long rebounds. Was that part of their offensive rebounding tonight?
I mean, we know the long shots equals long rebounds, but the last one was a long shot and it was a short rebound. Capella put it in. P.J. Tucker killed us on the second chance points in the fourth quarter, and those are something that you got to have. You got to kind of have those defensive rebounds, especially when you coming from behind or you're trying to win on the road, and it's just tough. It's tough when they shoot 45 threes a game, and then they go to the free throw line as well. I mean, I think we did a good job. I mean, I thought we did a great job defensively, and there was some a couple of things that just didn't go our way defensively tonight. What's today? Thursday? I'll be ready to go Saturday.
When you look like you really turned it good, how were those seconds after that in terms of getting back on the floor?
It's been the story of the early season for me, man. Kind of turning my ankles, but just lace them up tighter and get back out there. It was a good challenge for us, and I like the way our ball club played.
That second unit that we all were trapping with Jeff when you were up front, what did you see out there with that group?
A lot of athleticism, a lot of activity, a lot of communication, and that allowed us to get back into the game. Allowed us to play fast offensively as well. Jeff was phenomenal tonight on both sides of the floor. Not only guarding Harden, but also being in attack mode on the offensive end, making shots, being aggressive. So, that's what we need from Jeff. We want him to be aggressive. We want him to always look for his opportunities, and then defensively just kind of fly around and communicate like he was tonight.
Do you think you're encouraged by the effort?
Well, we're actually staying the night tonight, so you mean leave the building? I like the way we played. Like I said, we played. We stuck to our game plan. It's close to 48 minutes. And no matter what was going on, the fouls that were called at times, some that looked like it could have went our way, some that didn't go our way. The step back threes that James was hitting. You got to live with something. And one thing we can do is a better job, like I said, is cleaning up the offensive rebounding. It's already hard enough to guard a team that shoots 45 threes a game, and then you give them another opportunity to do that, and then try to not put them on the free throw line. So, we played a pretty good game, but I'm not here for moral victories. It's not what I'm about.
Was it a situation where just James was just in one of those grooves and you were doing what you wanted?
What do you mean?
I mean, just the way that he was playing. I mean, you mentioned that you were happy to have Jeff guard him and whatnot. Is one of those things that the great players just making plays?
I mean, he's a triple threat when it comes to rebounding, assisting, and scoring. But at the end of the day, he shot 8 for 21 from the field. We did our job. What we didn't do a good job is we let him get to the free throw line. I think he had 10 free throws in the first half. With 14 for the game. So, when you're guarding a great scorer like that, if you can make a miss from the field, you got to be able to try to keep him off the free throw line. So, we didn't do a great job of that.
Were you concerned at all about your ankle tightening up at the start of the game?
I'll be ready Saturday.
What kind of impression does a guy like Jeff make when you're down 18 in the second quarter? He goes out scores 20 in the quarter and get you back into it. And what can that do to impress the entire group?
I think more than anything, I think it just gives him the notion of why he's here and what we can get from him. Sometimes, I mean, as his teammates, we get up and we cheer for all our teammates, and we want all our teammates to go off like Switch did the other night, like D-Wade did in the game that we ended up losing, but he went off, But at the end of the day, when you kind of trying to feel your way in a new team, or you haven't been playing up to your standard, and you have a game like this, it's better for you individually. So I think that's what it's going to do for Jeff individually. It's going to be bigger than what it did for us as a team.
Do you feel like you left in this was a brawl? I mean, at times it was really rough out there.
No, it's not. It could have been a lot. You're not allowed to play rough no more. You're just not.
That team tends to distort everybody's defense because you got to be on the line so much. But did you see something from that second quarter group that you can take and play any night with?
Well, I mean, we're going to have to watch film and see what we did right, see things that we did wrong. There were some great moments by our second quarter lineup. It allowed us to, kind of stay home with their shooters, even though they still shot a lot of threes. But we kept bodies on bodies. We was able to rebound when they missed and was able to get out and not only run, but execute as well. So I think we could take something from it, but I'm looking forward to watching the film a little bit later.